Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dave Fremland Live Show. This is Dave Fremland, your host, and this is Casa FabuDeluxxe, my home. You are a welcome guest here, and I just thought I would take a few minutes to show my house because I've been working on it so much to make it perfect. This is my front door, and when you come in this door, you are a welcome guest in my home, and you are somebody who I am happy to see. You may partake of anything that I have to offer, and all I ask is that you don't smoke in my house and that you don't touch anything or make a mess of any kind. Everything in my house, this is a very small house, but I feel strongly that I want everything in the house and every part of the house to be special. Because it is so small, I feel that every square inch is higher in value for me. So everything in this house, or virtually everything in this house, is either a gift or is a lot of gifts, either gift or created by a person by hand, or was something that I found in a remote place, or something unusual that I absolutely couldn't live without, or things that are in some way meaningful to me. There is no superfluous junk. I am highly against. I don't want to just go and buy a clock because I don't have a clock. I want to have the perfect clock that has a story. And to that end, this is my home. Okay, this wall was created by an artist named Christopher Hicks. I wanted the effect, it goes with this pole in the middle. I wanted the effect of, I wanted a very outdoorsy feeling of a rusted sheet of metal, or something that you would have found, I don't know, in nature somewhere. A rusted piece of metal was my concept. And on this wall, it's signed, because it is a piece of art. It is signed right here, excuse my garbage. And this wall has a spotlight on it, reserved for special art. The piece that is there now is one of my favorite pieces of art. This is a self-portrait that I did. That it does not represent me physically exactly how I actually look. It represents the parts of me and how I think about myself, or how I want myself to be. Notice that the glitter is in the shadow, and so there's something about that. And notice also that there's a mask, and there are horns, and there is a leather boot and a ballerina slipper and a tail. So there are many things about that painting which I like it for the color. I think it's honest. It has, I think it works. And then this is a palm frond that was painted by my grandmother, and as long as I can remember, this has always been in my house. This has been in my bedroom when I was a child, looking down on me from above my bed. It came with me to my first apartment, and it has always guarded my home and my space and made me feel safe. By the way, my house is the safest place in the world for me. Over here in the kitchen, oddly enough, this is Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. This was a gift. I met the man who is famous for doing the large hats at the Beach Blanket Babylon show. And he used to come into my plant shop quite often, and he invited me to his home, and he had so much Alice in Wonderland memorabilia, it was sick. But we became friends, and he gave me this as a token of friendship. And let's see, what else do I have for this? There might be a part 2 to this, because there's a lot to show. This, one of my favorite things. This is a coin purse. It says Riga. It's probably from the 1960s. When I was in Riga, which is the capital of Latvia, I was on a tour on the last day called I'm Local. And it was two girls had set up a shopping tour to take tourists shopping on public transportation and make them feel like real local people. And we went, I actually signed up for this tour. I met two wonderful people. One was Ellie, who was the owner of the tour, and the second one was Inese, and she took me around Riga for probably 11 hours, and we became fast friends, and I know every corner of that city now. And we went to a shop called the 20th Century Shop, and this very nice woman had, it's like this, she explained everything in her store what it was. And at the end, I had just bought some stamps at a flea market, and at the very end, she pulled out her coin purse for what, I don't know, I showed her my stamps, and she had pulled out this coin purse, and I said, oh my God, it's so cute. And she proceeded to dump the change out of it and hand it to me and insisted that I take it with me. Wow, I didn't think I would get that choked up. That is one of my most favorite things. And you can look forward to part 2 of this interesting tour through my lovely home. Coming up next, these are bottles that I collected. Here's Riga, Black Magic. This is a customary drink that they drink in Riga. This is vodka from St. Petersburg. And up above are things from Salzburg and Vienna. I mean, there's just everything in my house means something to me. And so there you go. This is why I have spent so much time in the last few weeks making everything in my house perfect. Because, as you can see from even the tiniest things, that I can hardly walk through my house without getting choked up. And there's so much more. So this is going to be a however many segments that it takes to just give you a peek into the world of Casa FabuDeluxxe, the world of Dave Fremland's inner thoughts and spirit. And you will find in this home a lot of very precious pieces of inexpensive but lovingly collected items, and a lot of artwork, mostly things that people have given me. And you will find that almost everything in the house makes me cry. So, welcome to the Dave Fremland world, and have a good night.